Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash. I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Now in the last video, which I did earlier this week, I talked about the psychology of how dressing well can impact your self-esteem. And I'm going to take it a step further today. I'm going to tell you how to use style to improve your self-esteem and the confidence which you take out into the world every day. Because research absolutely demonstrates that the world is your playground if you are an intentionally well-dressed man. Putting on a good set of clothing, not necessarily a suit, but smart, presentable clothing, will mean that people see you in a different way. It is like putting on a modern-day suit of armour to go out and do battle in the world. Don't take my word for it. I even have plenty of published research which will demonstrate for you that this is the case. I'll just take one when it comes to our earning potential, let alone our attractiveness to people of the opposite sex and other aspects of our lives. But earning potential. A study in the Journal of Business Research published in 2015 explored the link between our appearance and our income. It discovered that individuals who dress formally were perceived as more authoritative, more capable, often receiving higher salaries and better client-facing roles. The implication being that dressing well signals professionalism and leadership qualities which will directly enhance our earning potential and our career prospects. So, quite simply, if you want to get ahead, you need to get some nice clothing. So today I'm going to drop for you 5 ways in which you can leverage style to ensure you reap the rewards of the world around you. Now the first tip I have for you for using those clothes to boost your confidence is to focus your wardrobe around items which quite simply fit you well. You'll be amazed how many people do not even have one well-fitting item of clothing, either too large, either too small. And you need to prioritize clothing that looks good on you, that fits you well, be it a suit, be it even a nice pair of jeans. You will be amazed at the amount of difference which can come just for visiting the tailor and spending a few pounds making sure the trousers are the right length, the right break, the sleeves of your garments actually fit the length of your arms. It will make all the difference, even if we're just talking about a nicely fitted t-shirt or jeans which are tailored to fit your body correctly. You will be amazed at the boost to your self-confidence you will have when you glance in the mirror and you see that polished individual whose clothes fit you well. To start with, that's all we need to do. We just need to get things that fit us properly, because it really matters. Clothes which flatter your physique will boost your confidence, and it will drive you forward to a more successful self-esteem journey on your life. Now the next thing I suggest you do is invest in quality over quantity. Always choose to have a wardrobe filled with a small number of quality items rather than a vast wardrobe with lots of inexpensive items, because good quality items fulfill a number of roles which will help with boosting our confidence. For a start, just choosing a small number of versatile high quality items such as a navy blazer, a nice woolen navy blazer, a nice crisp white shirt which fits you well, leather dress shoes, just one pair, black cap to Oxfords. Invest your money in those. They are going to elevate the items that you wear. They're going to make you look more professional, far better in every way. But the other psychological effect is what you're going to get. When you wear high quality items that you know look good, you will have a boost to your self-confidence. And when you approach the world, you will do so knowing that you look good and you feel good. And good things will come your way. After you've done that, then you can begin to develop your own personal style. do some experimenting along the way. Not everybody needs to look the same. The world full of clones wearing navy or charcoal grey suits, there's already so many of them out there, you will become invisible. Do some experimenting. Find a style that works for you. What resonates for you? When you watch the television, what characters are drawing your eye? Do you like the styles from Mad Men, where men were classically well attired? Or is it more the street styles that you see in Fashion Week in Paris, where men are dressed a bit more eclectic? One of those will certainly ring your bell, and then you can begin to do a bit of trialing, a bit of experimentation. Now, when you set upon a style which suits your personality, you can then become a bit more consistent with it. Wear it often. It will quickly become your style signature. And when you wear it, and it can be little things. It can be like wearing a certain wristwatch, a scarf, ties, pocket squares, these little things. It doesn't take the whole outfit. It can be small things which can become your style signature. But by wearing them all the time, when you wear them, you will feel yourself being imbued with the confidence which comes from knowing that this is the way I look. People know my style when they see me. I'm sharp, I'm well turned out. And that is a lift to anybody's self-esteem. Now, when you've cracked it, when you know what works for you, what you've then got to be careful to do is dress for the occasion that you're heading into. Always dress appropriately for the scenario that you're going to find yourself in. And if you're going to a situation where you're not quite sure whether it dictates I should dress smartly or dress down a little, err on the side of caution. Always dress maybe one click higher on the style volume knob, because you can always lower the tone. Whereas if you underdress for a scenario, you are immediately going to feel on the back foot. Your self-esteem and confidence is going to take a dive, and even worse, to the people around you, it's going to seem as if you're insecure or even indifferent to the way that you should dress. So just be careful, make sure that you know what's expected in the situations you're going into, and you dress accordingly. And finally, I'm going to suggest that you prioritize good grooming and good maintenance of that wardrobe, because if you're buying expensive items, we want to make them last as long as possible, and we want them to look their very best. So pairing up your maintenance and your appearance and even your grooming is very important. Learn how to use an iron. Iron your own clothing. Don't send everything to the dry cleaning. It's so impersonal. When you learn how to press your own clothing, you are always going to look sharp, because you can do it at any time. When you travel, you take your stuff out of your bag, you can even press it yourself, it's going to look great. You don't have to rely on anybody else. And the maintenance is important too. Know how to sew on a button. And when you travel, carry a small sewing kit with you, so that even if the hem of your trousers comes down, you can fix it yourself. You don't have to rely on other people. Look after your shoes. Know how to polish them. Invest in good polish and good shoe brushes, because good maintenance of your clothing is going to elevate you above 90% of the men around you to start with, because most men can't be bothered. And then good grooming. Maintenance of your clothing goes with maintenance of you. If you are a clean-shaven man, shave every day. If you have a facial hair, make sure it's trimmed, so that the first impression people get is of somebody who's well put together. And let me tell you guys, a nice bit of fragrance doesn't harm either. Smelling wonderful, hitting the olfactory senses of the people that you meet with a beautiful, clean, crisp fragrance, again, leaves an amazing first impression, and you will benefit from the positive reinforcement which will come to you when people say to you, "Whoa, what's that beautiful cologne you're wearing? It smells wonderful." When you hear that from people, or when people say, "Great creases in your trousers, good shine on your shoes, looking smart today," you grow 2 extra inches every time you get a compliment. And this all works positively towards benefiting your self-esteem. So there we go, gentlemen. My final words for you today are just to remind you that a way that a man dresses is an outward reflection of the way in which he sees himself in this world. Dressing well will enhance your opportunities. It will make you feel more confident as you approach life. Remember, when you put on good clothes with intention, you are not just wearing clothing, you are wearing confidence. It has that level of ability to improve your life and to elevate your mood and allow you to take on challenges with more confidence. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like the video, subscribe for more. Send me a question, drop me an email, drop it into the comments. Become part of the Chap's Guide family. Become a patron. For a tiny monthly fee, you will get the extra videos which I produce each and every week, and you will have a direct line of dialogue into me through that platform, the link to which you will find in the show notes below. So until the next time, approach life with more self-esteem because you've taken the effort to dress well. And I'll see you again very soon.